Once again, we have one of Daniel's friends, and I understand that this is a professor, but I'll let him introduce himself.
Well, I'm a professor of surgery. I'm a transplant surgeon, and I am a friend of Daniel because he's such a nice gentleman. And whenever he asks me for help, I always come and support his mission.
Lovely.
And I support whatever he does.
Okay, and when you say you're a transplant surgeon, in what way? What way are we talking about transplanting?
I transplant organs, meaning kidneys, pancreas, liver, and believe it or not, just before coming here, I was doing a transplant this morning, which I finished at 4 o'clock. So I did a kidney transplant.
This is incredible.
Yeah. So I did a kidney transplant. A son gave his father a kidney.
Wow.
They came all the way from Qatar.
Wow.
And I did the transplant. And I'm here because I'm happy that whatever I've done earlier has gone very well.
This is absolutely awesome. So I'm sure that you've got some incredible stories that you will share. I'm sure you should be in that Leaders magazine.
Well, I've already been interviewed in that Leaders magazine, and I'm very honored to be.
No surprise there.
And actually, you know, I'm very fortunate to do my job. I'll tell you a small story which I'm sure you're going to like. I was traveling on Terminal 2. Can't remember where I was starting with. I travel a lot, and the security guy who checks the luggage was waving to me. I said, I don't know this guy. And he said, you don't remember me? Look at my badge. And I said, no. He said, you know, you transplanted me 25 years ago.
Oh, wow.
I'm now 45, and I was 20 when you transplanted me. And look at me, I'm so happy. And he called everybody else. We could not take a picture because it's security. But
yeah, sure.
I felt this is something which I'll never forget. That shows when you do something good, many years to come, it pays. This is how I like it. So I've done over 3,000 transplants, and all those, thank God, I've done, you know, obviously 99% of them have done very well because nothing is 100% medicine.
Sure.
And I know we're here for the tolerance event, and transplantation is by itself a tolerance exercise.
That's
because
right.
you are tolerating an organ which doesn't belong to you.
That's right.
And this is what's beautiful about tolerance, because you induce tolerance by giving immunosuppression to patients.
Yeah.
And this is what we are after, tolerance. And whenever I say to anyone, whether he's Asian or black,
Yep.
or a foreign like myself,
Yep.
coming to another country, we get rejected, but we need that immunosuppression to become tolerated by the people who are visiting,
Yeah.
and they become tolerant.
Yeah. Absolutely. I'm just blown away with this professor, and it's beautiful to hear that you see it from all angles what you do. You know, you've seen it. Well, it's firsthand, isn't it? That you've even experienced many things. Obviously.
You know, and it's not a joke. I really feel it. What I do, it's by itself creating tolerance, because you are putting, let's say, example, a kidney from someone to another person.
Yeah.
Without the tolerance you have induced, it will get rejected. And we all get rejected if we do not at least assimilate to where we are, speak the way you are, you speak because you speak the way you ought to speak.
Of course.
So that we become tolerated by that person you are visiting.
Of course. Well, I'm going to find that article that you've written. Should I say that you've been interviewed? I'm going to find your article because I think it would be very interesting. Yeah. And I feel as well that, you're going to really, what's the right word can I think of? But you're going to really inspire people just to even hearing this interview, I promise you.
You know, I didn't even think I'm going to say what I said, but I think the word tolerance is exactly what we are doing here today. And it's exactly what I've just done this morning on a Sunday, to salvage the life of someone by giving him a kidney from his son. This is the summary of life.
It is.
It's a small miracle. I was telling the nurses watching me this morning, or actually medical students, you know, you get that kidney which is dead because you remove it from someone, put it in ice, and then you put it in someone else, and half an hour later, it's revived. It's producing urine. It is making someone live again without requiring dialysis.
Yeah.
This is the beauty of what we do.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Professor, for
so
this. I'm blown away. I'm going to sit and have a little cry in a little bit. We're going, oh my gosh. But thank you so much. We're going downstairs to have a little party now. You are aware of that.
Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you. And I can't wait to see everybody happy in that group. And we thank the fantastic videographer here who's done a great job.
Yes, he
Thanks
has.
a lot.
Well, thank you. We will see you in a little bit. But in the meantime, I've got to give this professor a hug. I'm sorry. Come here.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, honestly. Thank you for sharing. Thank you. You too. You too, sir. Professor Ned, what can we say? This man is just an incredible individual. He's changing lives. He's saving lives. He's doing so much for the community, all different communities on different levels. It's a lot to take in. I think I'd have to have a drink after that now.